All right, we're all packed up, ready to go. Oop, forgot the strap. So today's adventure, we are going to the Pickaxe Loop. We're doing a portion that I didn't get to film last year because I lost some of my filming equipment and ran out of batteries. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to head to the border, and then we're going to cross over into New York. I don't know if we're going to do that today or if I'm going to get a hotel just on the border. We'll see how things go. So yeah, let's go. Let this sucker warm up a little. It's cold this morning.
If you're curious, I planned the entire route for each day in advance using Gaia GPS and Google Maps, then convert them to tracks in Basecamp before loading them into my Zumo XT. So far it works flawlessly if I could just get the orientation right.
All right, it says 344K. I don't know if you have to check out of this place or not. You just leave. Beautiful, beautiful day. It's cold, but it is blue skies.
I reach Berry's Bay, which connects with the northern point of the Pickaxe Loop, where I'll head south along the western side of the route. It was here on my last trip where I realized I'd lost a memory card and a bunch of batteries, limiting what I could film. So this is my second chance to capture this awesome section. The Pickaxe Loop was the first adventure route created by Ride the Highlands, and it was my first real taste of adventure motorcycling after years of road riding. I did cut my teeth on the dirt in my late 20s, so I've got some off-road experience, so it's not completely new to me. Rediscovering my love for the dirt has really reinvigorated me not only for my love of motorcycling, but for filmmaking as well. You get to see the most epic landscapes off the beaten path.
Gravel's been maintained recently because it's very loose. Feels like riding in sand, actually.
I find the Griffith General Store where I can fuel up and take a break. Funny story. During the last section, I passed a lady on a bicycle not once but a few times. She caught up to me and we exchanged a wave when I'd stopped to film. A few minutes later, as I stood outside the store, she showed up again, and to my surprise, she was the owner. She and her husband had left Mississauga behind, trading city life for a quieter existence out here. I envied her and her husband's courage to make the drastic change, and she was just as enamored with my life and adventure that I was on. It was funny talking to her, realizing we would be happier in each other's shoes.
Did anybody find a pair of gloves and bring them in? No? Shit. I don't know where the hell they went. All right.
Somewhere between fueling the bike and grabbing what barely qualifies as lunch, I lose my gloves. Good thing I have a second pair, but to this day it really bothers me that I lost them. Anyways, let's eat. So lunch of champions, we got an apple strudel, Diet Coke, and a Jack Link's beef and cheddar. Not much around here. Jack Link's is pretty good. Who knew? This is one of my favorite sections of the Pickaxe Loop, and it looks like I'm in luck. A groomer has just passed making the dirt soft and giving the tires good bite.
Oh, fresh. I don't know if he sees me or...
I knew the grooming was recent, but I didn't expect to actually run into it.
Thank you.
Nice guy for letting me pass though.
All right. This stuff I did not get to film the last time. It was a lot more hard packed last time I was here. Here it is.
The soft dirt gives way to this limestone section. I take a quick rolling breather and then I get on with it.
shit. No. Fuck. My fucking nightmare.
I've had this bike for 4 years, and until now, I've always had someone around to help me lift it when needed. Before setting on this trip, the thought of dropping it and having to pick it up alone was a real fear, one that's been lingering in the back of my mind this entire time. I'm truly on my own this time. There's no backup. I decide to strip off as much as I can to give myself a fighting chance.
Fuck, first try. Thank God. That is the best section of the Pickaxe Loop, in my opinion. Whew. That was fun.
With that stretch of the Pickaxe Loop behind me, it's time to head for the border. I'll be crossing into the US at the Thousand Islands crossing. Sure, I could take the highway to get there, but where's the fun in that? Instead, I've mapped out my own route, winding through backcountry roads and chasing gravel wherever I can. Let's go. I reached the first of two bridges spanning the St. Lawrence River and the Thousand Islands. The bridge is moving so much beneath me it's enough to throw the GoPro stabilization off. As I climb higher, you can see a number of little islands that make up the area. I've made good time, so I decided to cross today. After a quick stop at the duty-free, I crossed the border and hit I-81, aiming to find a hotel in Watertown, New York. It's only a short 35-mile ride, and before long I find a cheap travel lodge to stay in for the night. I'm beyond excited for tomorrow as I'll be riding up Whiteface Mountain in the Adirondacks, and I can't wait to see the views. See you tomorrow.